Oh, hello, yeah. Well, we're sliding into winter, aren't we? And sliding into that darkness, the dark times in front of us, yes. Oh, the joys of authoritarianism. Gotta love it, haven't we? Yesterday gave us the Labour Party, who have decided, well, they're going to definitely arrest an awful lot more of those terrorists. There's so many of them out there, aren't there? Many of them are white sticks, you may have noticed that from yesterday, yeah. You just can't trust them. Imagine that, eh? Deliberately blinding yourself to make the police and the Home Secretary look bad. They know no endless depths of antifadom, do they? And of course, it was the start of the Conservative Party conference, and of course, nobody cares, which was sort of surprising to see the deliberately very, very gentle, interviews, if I can put it that way, with Kemi Badenoch. Let's face it. If ever there was going to be a working definition of irrelevance in 2025, it has to be Kemi Badenoch as the leader of the Conservative Party, because at no point does she come out with something as which might well be a policy that simply events gun it down with flames. There was no talk yesterday of her, applying the dramatic solutions that they have in Argentina to anything, because that was, well, yes, that got shot down last week, didn't it? I mean, the Americans can't actually give healthcare to their own people, but they can bail out the entire Argentinian economy and certainly give the people of Tel Aviv very good healthcare. Yeah, just not anyone that actually might vote for them. I don't know about you, but I can see why they might want to get rid of democracy. And the same basic problem, occurs to our leaders in the UK, in the sense that they can only think to do more and more and more, well, just toe-curlingly, obviously awful things to our own citizens. Not that that's authoritarian, you understand. It's merely, well, patriotic, isn't it? Really, really astounding that somebody who basically has the entire sense of the gravity of the media on their side and yet can look so out of depth. She was saying yesterday she's got a 7-part plan. Oh, well, that's okay then. I mean, if it was a 6-part plan, I might well find it problematic. But she's going to do more than Reform are, even though Reform basically is going to be full of Conservatives who, didn't manage to do anything last time. Might want to mention the Boris wave, but that's really problematic, so we just pretend that was all the Tony Blair wave instead. Yes. In the wings, of course, is Robert Jenrick, and we all know that he'll probably, once again, they'll try pushing him as party leader, but let's face it, he's a man that is so unlikable, I really can't see it happening. So let's just pretend that the past didn't exist and the future magically based on the American ICE teams, which again was one of Kemi Badenoch's ones yesterday, it's going to go down so well, because after all, masked people who simply had the word police scrawled on them should be allowed to do anything they like, so long as it's not against white people, which is the thing that we're not allowed to say, is it? Because if you're going to have racism, you'd want a black woman to do it. These people that are going to really crack down on migration, all these people coming over here deliberately have kids in this country so that they can grow up to be leaders of the Conservative Party. Problems. Still, never mind, she won't be here for long. But most of them won't be here for long. We can always demonise the opposition, of course, because, well, we can pretend that Ed Davey isn't a viable thing to vote for because, well, we can just ignore him. The Labour Party, of course, are really digging a hole for themselves by, well, Angela Rayner's latest one is apparently getting a taxi, which is a very, very bad thing. Won't mention PPE and Baroness Moan, or indeed track and trace. Where's all the money gone? No. Let's not worry about that. Let's worry about other things. Won't mention about odd people buying houses in Clacton and where the money came from. Certainly wasn't from Russia. All things that cannot possibly be discussed. What needs to be discussed, I would presume in the very near future, is just how much Zach Polanski really, really hates Jewish people. I can't wait for that to become a thing. And in many ways, it already is. Yes, Zach Polanski and Jeremy Corbyn, these evil people that we cannot possibly trust, and I for one certainly don't. I want somebody that's going to really, really, really say to me that the only way that I can become a freer person is if I hand all of my civil rights over to Kemi or indeed Nigel, because after all, what could possibly go wrong? Apart from, well, all of that stuff in history, eh? Still, yeah, Margaret Thatcher would approve, apparently. Winston Churchill would approve, apparently. And those of us that don't, stand in front of a Union Jack are very obviously very, very, very subversive types. Imagine that, right? If you had a lefty who just pretended by standing in front of a Union Jack and, well, I don't know, refused to conform. They're everywhere. Do have a lovely Monday if you can do, and remember, well, the past, because such things are very, very important. But think about all those minority groups that are out there, like Conservative MPs, and dig deep for that sympathy. Enjoy.